Hey there, Marvel Legends fans. This is Wesatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at Marvel Legends Series 3 U.S. Agent. This is a big anticipated figure for me. I don't really even know that much about the character, honestly. I liked him a lot in the 90s, and I've just always liked the design of his costume quite a bit. Even his weird changes, like Force Works, I even like that costume because I'm weird. This is not a Build-A-Figure wave because it's a replacement wave, so they come with stands instead of Build-A-Figure accessories. You'll see up here he comes with the knife and pistol that came with Bucky. He is on the Bucky Buck, which is a weird thing to say, but yeah, he's on the Bucky Cat Buck, and I really like that. It's my favorite body so far that Hasbro's redone. Great artwork up here at the top by unnamed X-Force artist. I honestly just don't remember his name. If you know, throw me down a comment. I'm having to hold this package up because mine were damaged in shipping, so that's a bit of a bummer, but I mean, I'm going to get rid of it anyway. So, as I said, very cool artwork. In the back here you get to see all the different variants, well, all the different other characters, but most of these are going to have variants. You're going to have a variant of Mystique, Deadpool, Doctor Doom, and Punisher, so I mean, that's huge. That's a lot of variants for one wave. Kind of excited about it, though. I think it's going to make for a nice second pack out, too, with Blade and Danny Moonstar in there as well. So that's really it for the packaging. Let's open this guy up and see what he's made of. And we're back with US Agent out of packaging. As you can see, he looks really cool. I really like the look of this guy. Very similar articulation scheme to Bucky. Well, I mean, it's identical to Bucky, but he's got a couple of key differences. The body itself works great. I think it's an excellent platform. I think it's a great standard superhero buck. It looks really cool. He doesn't have quite the same range as Bucky does in all of his because he's got a few more costume elements that come in, but I would like to go ahead and get a quick look of him next to Bucky. And I keep calling him Bucky. I know it's Captain America. It's up to everyone if that's going to be a problem, but pull back just a little bit. You see they look pretty cool next to each other. And the buck is kind of nicely designed, where the paint scheme on these two different figures, with a couple of different design elements, like I said, you know, gloves and things like that, really makes it look like a whole new figure, and I really like that. Even with as much black as is in it, I mean, these don't look like the same guy. They did a great job, you know, differentiating on like face sculpts and things like that. Very cool stuff. Now, since you've seen Bucky before, everybody knows what to expect with that. I'm not going to go over a lot of the details on, but I will go over the new elements. One is the belt. Very cool. They actually painted all the little rivets on the belt and everything, all the little pouch clasps and things like that. Very cool. There's a nice little dark wash on it. Great job with that. These gloves are new, or these glove elements, I guess. You can see there's like some lining in there. This is not rotatable as far as I've been able to see. I think it's just glued, similar to the cuffs of Bucky's gloves. So that's new. The big drawback there is that it will restrict your elbow movement to slightly more than 90 degrees, which is still, you know, decent, but it's not anywhere near what Bucky can do. Go ahead and look over some of his accessories. That's really the main difference, is that and the head. I mean, we looked at the head a second ago, but let's get a good look at it. You can see it's very similar to the head they designed for the Captain America 4-inch line. You know, kind of gruff looking. Pretty decent paint on it, and it's not like absolutely perfect. There's, you know, maybe some little fading in there and stuff, but the eyes look really good, and the ears don't look too bad, you know. I think it works perfectly well. I didn't have any problems on the chest either on mine, as far as just paint elements. Focus. I think they all look really great. It's very nicely designed, very nicely implemented. Everything is very straight. I dig it. So yeah. The big bummer for me on the belt is that there's no place to store the weapons, which I really liked on Bucky Cap, and they could, I mean, you can kind of fudge US Agent's costume, whether he had a holster or not all these years. So this is a Desert Eagle. I can't remember who makes this. Iraqi somebody, I think. There's no barrel on it, but all the other details seem to be pretty decent. It's basically a polymer bottom and a nickel-plated top. I don't know if you can even actually get them like that, but it looks cool. The knife, very nice. This looks like a K-bar Tanto, I would guess. Serrated edge on the front, very cool. Looks neat. The knife kind of loosely fits in this hand. This hand, let's try it. Let's try it here. Not so much. So I may be able to tighten that up with some hot water to get that to stay a little better. Well, that's not bad. But another big problem with the gloves has to do with the shield. You can see this is basically just the cap shield repainted, which looks really good and has the same kind of functionality with the peg on the back so that you can put it on his back. It sits a little high, but you know, whatever. Excuse me. But the clip hasn't increased in size to deal with this new plastic piece here. So this doesn't have a lot of flex. You know, there's a very tough piece of plastic, and I am a little concerned that over time that clipping it to that much larger part right there is going to cause that to spread out a little bit, maybe give me some stress marks. So that's a bit of a bummer. But, you know, that's part of it. You know, they had to reuse the body, and I get that, and I think they did a great job with it, so I'm cool with it. Articulation-wise, he's got all the same points as Bucky. He's got up and down hinge, you know, of course, swivel left and right. He doesn't have much in the side-to-side like Bucky does, so that's a bit of a bummer. He just doesn't have the clearance for it, where Bucky has kind of some separation here, like a lower neckline at the base of his skull. Cap doesn't have that. Well, Cap, U.S. Agent. I guess at one time didn't Cap wear this costume before U.S. Agent was a thing? I don't remember. Swivel hinge shoulders, which are ratcheted. Feel very smooth, very nice. The shoulders go all the way up to there, very nice. Swivel biceps, double hinged elbows. As I said, you won't get a perfect bend there, but you know, it's more than 90, so it's great. Good ab crunch. You know, it goes back not quite as much as it goes forward, but it still works. Swivel waist. These great. They kind of did the Mattel, if you can see in there, it's just a ball joint, style ball hips on the, like on WWE figures. Very cool. Swivels up here in the thighs, just like those Mattel figures. Great range on these. I mean, they go out and they go to the side. Very nice. Double hinge knees have a really nice range as well. You've got swivel boot tops. And that great new thing Hasbro's been doing, where you've got this pretty good motion back and forth on the feet, and then also the side-to-side rocker, which is cool. I mean, it's basically like a reverse swivel hinge joint like they used to do. So, very nice stuff. As I mentioned before, I've been waiting for this guy for a while. He's kind of my big anticipated figure for the wave. I think he came out great. I'm very excited about him. The knife could be a little better. I'd really like storage for these somewhere on him. The belt is glued in place, so you can't even really fudge it in there, like slide it in. So I think they really could have easily fixed that with a little extra plastic, but yeah, I don't work at Hasbro, so. The figure itself looks great. Sculpt is great. Paint is excellent. I'm glad that they went with the classic design on this guy and gave him the classic shield too, as opposed to like the energy shield that came, you know, later down the line. Yeah, I like this guy quite a bit. He's got a very classic costume, very cool. They did a great job translating it, and I'm looking forward to open the other figures in the set. So, oh yeah, he also came with the stand piece, the Heroescape stands that came with the Marvel's Avengers and the other figures in this line. So, if you actually have two of them, which I do here, you can actually see they will sort of lock in place. And do this. There we go. See, they'll sort of lock in place together, so you can actually create like a little bit of a battlescape. So if you had lots of these, you know, they will connect in different ways. So you can actually make yourself a nice big battle scene here, which is really cool. I mean, very cool stuff. I like the way that they designed those. They're also stackable, so you can create yourself, you know, multiple tiered stands as well. I've heard people saying that they are hoping that Hasbro will kind of put those on their website, like in packs, and I think that would be a great idea. I'd love to see that happen. So, as we said, cool figure. Let's get one last shot of him next to a Bucky cap, and you can get a real good appreciation for how different this Buck looks with the different characters. Even like similarly themed characters. I mean, you know, America, very cool with the black and the red. They still look like very different people, and I really dig that. Yeah, so that's it for this guy. I really appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the new subscribers and comments. I really like to talk about toys, and I really like to know that you guys are enjoying these. So if there's anything you'd like to see or anything that you think I could work on, let me know in the comments below. And make sure you check out www.infinitehollywood.com for all the new cool stuff that Newt's doing over there. So thank you guys, and I will talk to you later. Peace.